So nothing to do today, which is nice. Yeah, it's a nice change. Um, Next Tuesday, the thumbnail sketches, notes about function and movement of each idea. Those are due. That is a critique. Or I'm sorry, that's just a straight up submission. We're going to talk about it. There's no critique due like there was for storyboards. That comes later with the final. Okay, that'll be an online discussion board with critique comments required. Okay, this I just want you to submit because we are going to talk about them today. Those of you that have them, and then we're also going to talk about them on Tuesday in class to narrow those down to those 6 ideas we discussed. Okay, all right, and then the final version of the final for the storyboards is due on Tuesday of next week. If I remember correctly, I did leave comments on everyone's stuff. Everybody's stuff looked really good. The outlines looked really good. Sorry, I haven't gone back to the storyboards yet. That's what I left comments on. I still got to do that. But yeah, you should have left comments. So you have pure comments to work on right now. And then the next 2 days, I'll get you my comments. All right, so you have time to make some changes if they're required. That'll all be due at midnight next Tuesday. We won't have any time in class to work on it. Okay? All right. Any questions over what we got coming up in the next week? No? Hey. So we have another 2 weeks for multifunctional furniture. The final will be due at the end of the month, so we are going to spend most of September working on this. I might move that final up to the 20th just to move us along a little bit. We'll see how it goes with the thumbnails. What I want to do today is go around and I want us to all look at each other's thumbnails. All right. If you are doing your thumbnails digitally, then maybe go ahead and upload them. You can always re-upload again. I won't grade what you get submitted today. That way I can just put them up on the screen. If you're doing them physically, then we'll just come around and look at them. I have a document viewer thing up here, but I don't really care to figure out how to make it work. Or you can take a picture of it and like airdrop them to me too, if that's more comfortable. I don't care how it gets done. I just want us to spend today going around and talking to each other about ideas. All right? Great. Let me do attendance real quick. Gabby's here. Allie. How you feeling, Allie? Great. Liam's not here. Evan. Arlette. There you are. Sam. Claire. Xavier. Bridget. Macy. Colin's not here. Okay. All right. So, oh, who's got their thumbnails up here already? Gabby. All right. Well, Gabby, we're going to hit yours first then. All right. Those of you that have thumbnails, who did them digitally? Raise your hand. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll just go down the list alphabetically. And if you've got them digitally, airdrop them to me. If you are on a Windows machine, you can't do that. You can always email them to me. If they're physical, like you're drawing them out on paper, take pictures of them and upload them in a way like Gabby did. Or you can take those pictures and airdrop them to me as well. But dumping them in Blue Line right now is fine. I'm not grading it till next week, so you can always resubmit. Okay? All right. Okay, Gabby, why don't you talk about your ideas?
Okay, first one is storage lamp. Also, small storage container for your bedside table.
Okay.
Because sometimes you don't have a lot of room on that table and you gotta put your glasses in.
That is true.
But also you want a lamp, and why should you have to compromise? I wish I had one. Anyway, the next one is drying rack door. It's a door with a folding out.
Okay.
So that
nice.
You can dry your clothes right next.
Okay.
Fold right back on up.
All right. I feel like I've seen this. Anyway, go ahead.
The next is the clock safe.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a regular clock, but safe.
Maybe put a note about documents on there. Just like, Because when you say clock safe, I think it's like, you've seen those like mystery movies where they pull they hinge a portrait and there's a wall safe. When you say clock safe, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but like stores like.
So what's to keep someone from taking the clock off the wall and just going with it?
I mean that's a flaw in most small personal.
Right.
Like when you latch something to the leg of your stuff to look. That's good.
That's a good point.
So.
That's a good point.
This is slightly safe. Unless
Say what?
You...
Disguise. Sure. Sure. Maybe this is a clock safe.
Oh my god. That's not. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has flaws, but sort of personal safe.
Nothing's ever truly safe. Yeah. If Ocean's 11 has taught me anything.
Next is the drying rack.
Okay.
Attachment pulls out.
So it's not like something like it does it get completely hidden into the treadmill? Okay, awesome.
So like have like the little bar up by the control panel.
Mm-hmm.
There you roll out the drying rack. Dry your clothes.
All right.
Let's be honest. We use
That's true. When I saw this, that's immediately what I thought of. All right.
the next is this one's but it's the modular storage. It's kind of like those cubes that you get for like storage on it.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually wide enough and has
Hmm.
but you can still move them.
Okay.
The wall art take off, fold out the table.
All right.
Yep. Next is the D&D table, which has a remote, so it has a socket for your gameplay.
Yeah.
You can have minifigures and grid and whatever, but then you put it back on. The regular.
Have you guys seen those the D&D table or the role playing game tables where it's a screen and then they instead of having like a static just map picture, people build like top down animated 3D environments? Yeah, I built a few of those for some friends because it's just animation. You render it out as a movie. Yeah. Anyway, it's essentially a TV screen. You're playing on top of a screen like this big. It's fun. That's a nice idea. So what? Like, there's a lid that pops in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That way you don't have stuff.
Right.
Pop right back on.
Yeah. I love it.
This is the basketball. So when the alarm goes off, you have to shoot to get it to turn off. But also you can just play regular. Going on. Perfect for I don't know 8-year-old.
Maybe it could keep score up here too. My 8-year-old love this. All right, and then it's blank. Oh, there we go. Blue line just kind of.
Bench bed. It's a bench. You can fold it to a bed. Bench bed.
That should be the commercial.
Yeah.
How does it?
It's got like bits to like 40.
Okay.
Couch bed. It's a couch. It's like bunk beds, but with a couch.
Nice.
Couch bed.
So this is like a loft bed in a dorm, essentially.
Yeah. Couches.
Yeah. Just attached.
Yeah.
Can't have one without the other.
Yep. And then the next one is a fold-out table, but spice rack.
Spicy table. I love it.
Spicy.
That's got a good name.
It's like when you fold in your table, you got like a little bit of extra. Not room for a lot, but enough room to store your spice.
Interesting.
I guess.
Why would you need your spices at your table? Like, so if you're in the kitchen cooking, you gotta like go out to wherever spice table is and then come back.
You're in a really small.
That's true.
Your table right there.
It's right there. Sorry, someone just took over the screen. I love it when they do this during a class time. They just took over the computer right here. Good thing I'm not using it. And they're just like going through the Creighton website.
Can you also do something? That's fun.
It does. Who is it? RLW. I don't know who W. It's not anybody in the department. Should show up here in a second. Maybe not. Oh, turn back on. They're logging into their stuff. W. Nobody in this department has the last name W. Right? Guthrie. This is all do it stuff. Sorry to interrupt your thing, but this is drives me crazy.
Tiger College.
Where do you see that?
Just
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
In the PowerPoint, Tiger.
That was weird. Okay. Anyway.
It happened to me once. Where
Like in a
it
presentation?
was at the time you needed something, people to see the COVID area during labs, and all the lights were off, and then a couple computers just out of the corner of my eye. It was like a red screen. Like
Yeah.
they were doing something scared me ever.
Yeah. Well, they're installing Panopto, which is what lets that camera thing work. Oh, this is Rob Whitsitt. This is the guy who oversees. He's in charge of all the labs in arts and sciences. So he's a good guy. Okay. I should send him an email going, "I'm in class right now, and you took over the computer." He'd be like, "Oh." Okay, Spice Table's great.
Last one is the game shelf table, which I think is the legs on the
Okay.
neck. So kind of like how we saw those like press Murphy beds.
Yeah.
Where like the shelf stays level.
Yeah.
It's that. So
Okay.
that way you can just pull that out.
All right.
And play your game.
Great. Okay. All right. Okay. What do you guys think? Which one do you like the most? Are you most attached to?
I really like storage. I wish I had
Storage.
which is a
Yeah.
really simple idea.
I've had a lot of students do storage lamps. Yeah, it's a common thing. Must be. It's like a need. It's like a need. Right. You guys really. All of you are. Let's see if I can find some of them. Oh, that's a good idea. But it's like an indirect. It's an indirect lighting source. You need to, and you also need to be able to. Why is it not showing me all of my classes? What? Published courses, unpublished courses. Sorry, it used to. Oh, here we go. Here was that. Before the world ended, fall of 19. Dana. I know Dana did one. Does anybody else? So you guys all know about this. Where'd it go? Anyway, this file format, right, is for iPhones. It's like the new file and compressed image format that they're doing. Does anybody else read it as heck? I read it as heck, like image 0461.heck. I have no idea. I read it as heck. I'm mad as heck. I think it's hilarious. Is this it? This might be it. Bedside top hat. Maybe I'm conflating a couple of different ones here. This is a bedside top hat. Yeah. I don't know. Is it a copy machine? Oh, it does. It is a copy machine. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a bunk bed, chair with headphones. Oh, maybe this is what I'm thinking of. All-in-one pencil cup holder. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I'm conflating it with someone else's. Um, oh, and as an aside, this is what the next round of this project should look like or be close to. There are some others here that, if I remember right, Helios. Apparently look like nothing. Hey, there he is. Oh yeah, he did all his in Blender, so um, they're all three-dimensional. He built them as models. This is pretty good. He didn't have enough notes. I did ding him on that a little bit. Anyway, I'll try. I'll look through. Oh, you know what? I know Mackenzie. I think. Heck, whatever. We're gonna spend too much time going through. Yeah. Anyway. So maybe not exactly story times. All right. You're safe. Yeah. So you like the storage lamp ones. What about you guys? What do you think? The rest of you? That's a fun one. Yeah.
I like the idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another one is clock safe.
Clock safe is funny. Yeah. Anybody else? Okay, bench bed. Bench bed. You have some good names. Yeah. What do you like about it?
Really a lot of safe.
Yeah. My my stepdad had this bed once when I was a kid. It's where I slept whenever we would stay with him. But it was a like a love seat couch, and the seat was like five mats that were all hinged together, and so you could just pull it out like it was like an accordion fold. They pull it out to a bed that had a mattress that was about like that thick. It wasn't the most comfortable, but you fold it back in, and it was a love seat again. It was didn't have the crazy frame. It wasn't like a pull out couch bed. It wasn't super heavy. It was just pretty simple, but it worked really nicely. Yeah. Yeah.
I like where we go as far as high school basketball.
Sure.
Like, what are the
Aren't any really. It's a mental exercise more than anything else. Um, we're not making these things. We're not going to see any of these projects to completion. The whole point is to practice conceptualizing creatively and then pitching the projects. Right. Um, in this respect, furniture can also mean like accessories. I may shoot some of those down, like the clock safe and the basketball hoop alarm clock are pushing it because they are like tabletop accessories. But I like the enthusiasm she has for them, and I like the creativity of the product itself. So in that respect, I'll probably be like, yeah, go for it with this one. Also, we're just narrowing these 12 down to six. It's not to say that these six will get like one of those will get chosen as the one, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So don't feel like you got to make like a chair, only a table. I want to see some projects that are like that, but they don't have to just a little bit. Yeah, I would say like home decor. Like maybe I should change the assignment to be like multifunctional decor or something. That's a good question. All right. Anybody else? Sam, which one did you like? This is storage lamp. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I like the idea of the storage lamp, and I'm okay if it's one of yours. I don't like the form.
You don't like it?
I hate how it looks.
Well, I drew it to look like my bedside table lamp,
Okay.
which is in fact a $8 lamp curiously balanced on top of Bath and Body Works candles.
There you go.
So that's why it looks like that. I'm definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, the it feels very this feels very clunky,
Yeah.
right, in a way. So if you can find a more elegant shape for it, while still fulfilling the function that you want it to have, excellent. All right, so really quick, let's pick your 6. So definitely that's 1. That's 2. Okay. Let's keep going. We said this one was 3. Okay. Did you have strong feelings about 4? Bench bed? No?
Sure.
Okay, that's 4.
I like the idea of game.
Game shelf table, that's 5.
Yeah. But
D&D table, all right,
cool.
6. Great. So this D&D table, there are a lot of tables out there like this already. Okay.
Cool.
No, but I want you to take a survey of the ones that are out there and maybe identify some things they are lacking, right? Just so that you're bringing something different. Okay. So with the 6, you need to do the perspective drawing of it, top drawing, front, side, and notes. Like, do not forget the notes about function. All right. Great. So we know which ones, yeah? You good? Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Whatever's most comfortable. Sweet. Okay. All right. Anybody else upload in the meantime? It's not working. Sure. Allie, do you have yours? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. Great. That's right. We'll skip. Yeah, that's fine. We'll skip to Evan. Okay. Normally, when you guys use submissions, I don't know if I made a note about it. Try to compress them into a folder. It makes them easier to download. That way, I'm not downloading like 6 or 7 different files, or I guess in your case 4. Just makes it easier to download. But this is fine. Oh. Except now I gotta rotate. So real quick, let me download these. 733 is, yeah, okay, great. All right, what do we got? Is there a specific order you want me to go in with these?
I just start with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one is like on the top. Yeah, the first half is the desk and the bed.
Oh, okay.
And the bed like bolts into the wall.
Oh, kind of like what we saw in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to do like some. So you have like bolts there.
Oh, fun.
But it didn't really go very. The one below is just a table.
Okay.
So legs, and chair.
Okay, so it could be like coffee table, or it could be a
Yeah.
full-size table.
Yeah.
We do this one?
This one, the one, it's kind of complicated. It's for that doesn't have a lot of space and have like a closet. So there's a hinge with a bar that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Close. Rotate it out. So bed down. When you rotate it back, you should be able to like, slide it into the space where the bed was. So you
Oh.
have the bed out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I like that. One thing you could do is because you gotta account for that space you need for the hangers, right? Like, so something you could do is instead of the hinge going this way, you could have a hinge that rotates so that you've got like you've got an arm that's like this, right? And then it rotates like here, so you end up getting that kind of rotation, so it goes up and down. So that way it can come out too, right? And that gives you that space, and you come down. Like it's out most of the time, right? When the bed's up, it's out, and that gives you that space, like it could be out like this, space for the hangers. And then when the bed comes out, maybe it's a combination where then it goes in and can pull down, so it goes back into the cavity. So
yeah.
something similar. It's not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. I like how thought out the drawing is. All right. What's this one?
It's just a lamp with a holder.
You guys need lamps with like organization, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Weird. Bedside tables don't work, huh? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just not very complicated. About
Oh.
space, just like folds.
Ah. So it can close.
Yeah.
So what's on the inside then?
Just like space for the.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'd put the LEDs on the inside because one of the nice things about lamps is having that shade to direct the light, so that you're not getting like direct light in your eyes all the time. Especially like I don't know about you guys, but at night when I'm trying to wind down, I get really sensitive to like how bright the lights are in the room. I want like dim lighting, because bright lighting just like keeps me awake. So putting the lights inside the shade, that still would give you room for the cavity because you can put the LEDs on the surface of the shade, right?
Yeah.
That's a nice idea. I like that it collapses. Do you need that many pencils like next to your bed?
Well, no, I was thinking this.
Oh, gotcha.
So you
Gotcha.
don't want to have like.
Right. Cool. Okay. All right. What's this one?
So that was the first one I did, and I kind of made like the idea. So it has like one is like a desk. The one at the top page.
Okay.
It's just like a normal desk with a drawer to fold out, top fold out, table.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and I also wanted it where fold out in the state. The top part, so half of it is the desk. But I can figure out legs to like support it, and so that one.
Sure. Sure. Okay. All right.
And yeah, the one on the bottom. The
Yeah.
table, just like
Oh, I see. Okay. So that's more a rotation, like a hinge, and then you just rotate it.
yeah.
Cool. Which one are you most attached to?
I think either the first figure out
This guy
the
or the?
the clothing.
Oh, okay.
I probably choose.
So you've got one, two. Did I not download? Oh, we're not looking at one.
No, I've only.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got 6 more you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I'm a big fan of
This guy? Are you ever going to need to use them at the same time, though? That's what I worry about is like, yeah.
What if it was like
Yeah,
But you got to think about then you're rotating, right? So you got to, it's that thing that the beds did with the shelves, right? Like keeping them always level.
maybe it's
So then you're gonna want like zippered pockets because otherwise shit's gonna be flying all over the place. Yeah. Question. I don't think this is. I think this is a decent one to like go after. Just think about some more. What about the rest of you? Like, what are you attached to?
it reminds me of something I remember did. Oh,
What do you like about it other than like it forces you to make your bed so that you can put it away? To yeah. Would you put it away though? Because you still have access to your clothes while it's out.
Oh wait, there's a bed that pulls up.
Well, it's like you have a clothes rack essentially that sticks out while the bed is closed. So it's just like a space for clothing. But then you can like hinge that out of the way, pull the bed down, and then push the clothing back into that cavity. So it's like you're laying in bed and the clothes are above you, right? So that's what I'm assuming. Evan, is that correct?
Yeah, I guess. I thought it would hold down.
I don't think so. I think it's just like
Sorry.
serves a function as a closet and a bed. Anybody else? No? Okay. I think this is one of your more thought out ones, so I would stick with that and take it a little further. This one, I'm okay if you stick with it and answer those questions about like how, like what are the use cases for the desk and then the wall thing, and like how can you? I guess you just got to really like think through like how is this going to be used and how might that change, and if people are putting things on it, like do they have to then take everything off and then put it on the wall? Like, is this you may decide that you need to abandon it, right? But I want you to think it through just a little bit more. I like so weirdly I like this one with the lights on the bed, on the desk that just stays the way it is, like keep that surface level. I like the idea of these lights. I've seen images of people putting LEDs under their bed frames to get like that soft glow under the bed. I've always thought that was kind of neat. My kids are always asking to do that. I think my daughter strung like Christmas lights on the underside of her bed for the same sort of effect. So that can have a nice like atmosphere. I say this one and the closet one are definitely. I'd like to see more drawings of those and more notes about those, and then whatever your other six are, I'll take a look at that after you submit them. Okay. Arlette,
I have a couple. I just,
do you want
I'm
to?
not like, should I just describe it? So I had a
You can airdrop them to me if you want. Yeah, do you know how to do that? Just find your share option for your files. Yep. I don't know if that's your iPad or not. Mine will say, should say I think A, not A/M. There we go.
have to.
No.
Because the last one will make. But yeah, the first one is like, I don't know how well it will work with the dryer, but it's a dryer and then the door is like shift a clothing rack that you detach the dryer.
So like passive air drying, like you can hang the clothes to dry in addition to throwing them in the machine to dry. Okay. So it could be dryer, could be the name of it.
The second one is a dining table, and this one could be gross, but it's basically it's just a table.
Yeah.
There's like holes that slide out.
Oh.
And they bowls.
Yeah.
So you could just like dishes already.
Yeah. That's interesting. I just got done reading a story about one of the. Doesn't matter what it's about, but one of the things in the story is this culture doesn't have like tableware or no plates or no bowls or no silverware. They just have like their tables have these like shallow depressions. You know, like they'll have a big one and then they'll have maybe a deeper one and then maybe a smaller one. And yeah, the food just gets put into those cavities and they just eat from those cavities. Then when they're done, they like hose the table off. That's how they clean it. And it was like it's so. I just finished the book like right before I came in here, so it's very interesting. You had a similar idea. I like this. It's elegant. Like make it out of like marble or something. It would look really neat, sleek. Yeah. So what's the dual function of this then?
Well, since the circles slide out, it's not having table.
Oh, so they're flat.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then it's like slide out.
so where? How do they slide out? Like I don't understand this. Because if you got a flat surface of a table, and you like the circle comes out the edge of the table.
Like obviously you're gonna see people,
Yeah.
but like they'll slide out. And like but they're still connected.
Wait. Okay, so like we have this flat table. You see, I'm sliding this way.
Yeah, like
Okay,
yeah, that's
and then you can like push them down. It's like you guys see silicone travel holes. Like that.
I guess that could be my thought was that they're already down. It's not like they go out.
Oh, why do you?
So like when you don't want to work on class.
Like how? Why did?
I guess I don't. Because I guess what I'm.
Yeah.
But like, why are
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess I didn't want to know where I guess we feel like it's the table's just like
Or you just have lots of bumps on the table, right? Like I guess like what I'm failing to understand is what's like. It's like so if this is our tip. Circle. Circle impression.
like slide it over. So they would
Oh, and then that reveals it. So they are right? Okay. That I understand. See what I thought is like mold. Mold. Okay.
have it
So I cook a lot. Does anybody else cook? One of the things that drives me crazy about cooking is lid management. Like if I have like 4 pans going on the stove, like where do I stick all my? I usually default to the handle, but you have to stand your counter space.
What if you had like little slits?
I guess I could just have this indent.
Yeah. What like so? What's the goal, right? Like the goal is to have a table that's used flat surface, but also sustainable. Eating. Yeah. So you're combining dishes with
Almost.
I know.
Well, not.
No, it's fine.
But like not the. Like the little circle. You have like an interval about. And then there's don't have any lids. Like one side of it.
So then you do have that kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kids are constantly.
Oh yeah.
Dumping all the food.
There goes the salad. Oh, it's true.
Yeah, that's it. I like that idea. Yeah, you got that. Okay. Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
No, that's a good idea. All right. Cool. All right, what's this one?
It's a workout bench. Under it is a shoe rack, like saving space, but
Okay.
it's still like there's like space.
Okay. Yeah, that one I don't know. There's I mean a shoe rack that can also be used as a weight bench. Yeah. Yeah. I don't sense as much enthusiasm about this one as with the others. The other two so far. But we'll come back to it. All right, what's number 4?
This one I'm not, but right now it's just like a full loft bed.
Okay.
The space at the bottom. Just art and art space. They kind of have gotten progressive. Go down the
Oh
woods.
no. Okay. So you've got a bed. So what your uses here are or your needs are a place to sleep and what, like a gallery space? I mean, you can achieve that with just like a loft bed, right? Like I would think this one through a little bit more. The needs are fine, right? But yeah, yeah. I feel like art, like a gallery space, is really anything. Um, I mean, these tables, these chairs, this wall, the ceiling in this room, as they are right now, I can turn into a gallery space very easily. So that's a little too general of a use for this. Yeah, think this one through just a bit more. All right, number 5.
There are certain let practice that.
How does that work?
The chair will like go down, like there will be like this lever and it goes down.
So now I have a lot of questions about how you crack your back. Like, how do you crack your back that is so different from how I crack my back?
You think of circular capsule. Okay. Is it hard? I thought so. I was like, that is such a loud sound. That does not work.
My back.
Yeah, that thing.
This?
I was thinking about that. No.
This?
2 and 3.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I end up.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I was like,
Just get a foam roller. Just get a foam roller.
There's like different levels.
Okay. I was like, this is a chair that I used in school. Like, how is this any different? It's my grade school chair right there. That was high school. My high school classrooms are full of those chairs.
Well, you could just use any chair to crack your back.
Right.
But one with the lever that goes down to the levers.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just like, I was curious, like, how is this working or how is this even happening? Okay. I thought this was a porcupine at first. Okay. So essentially there's just, it's like attaching like this thing to a chair. That's what you're thinking? Or no?
Kind of, but like several.
Okay, so it's like adjustable. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Wait, what?
That's one. So, like, I feel like sometimes the chocolate
Right.
So you better just have chocolate white like this.
Yep. Yeah, that would be nice. One thing we tried to do and they shot down when we renovated this floor many years ago is we wanted to paint the walls in the dry erase paint so we could just use the entire wall. Or the other thing, they shot that down. The other thing we wanted to do was just install floor-to-ceiling whiteboards and then have the projectors project on them so we could use the entire whiteboard, or the entire wall as a whiteboard area. That was cost prohibitive. Like, it was really expensive to get whiteboards that big. Yeah, and install them. The paint would have been cheaper, but it also didn't last. There were all these reasons facility was like, you can't do that, which is what they do all the time to us. You're absolutely right. This would be fantastic. I would love it. Or something similar to this. Like, my ideal situation is being able to project and then draw on that surface of what I'm projecting on without the need for like a smart board. I hate those things. They don't ever work. They don't ever work. But this is a nice idea for sure. Yeah. This is a very simple idea, but it would work. Yeah.
Just the numbers.
Oh.
Writing desk, study desk, but the like desk itself. So switch to a cool, which sounds like probably really, but
Yeah.
I feel like it helps because piano.
Yeah.
My
You have a piano in your room?
not at
You have like a upright?
just like a your electronic.
Oh, like a keyboard? Sure, sure. Is it an 88 key keyboard? Do you play piano then? Okay, I do a little bit.
I can help. You're like, it's not like
Right. Yeah.
There would be a lot of.
Well, I was thinking like this is like the D&D gaming table, like the live ones, right? Where it's a screen essentially. Like if you had a capacity, like a touch, essentially a giant iPad, and that was your desk. Like, would you want to use that? Would that surface be durable enough? Because that would be a problem, right? Is the surface durable enough to be used as a desk, in addition to then being able to like switch functions and use it? Part of it as like a piano. Anything else really, because it's a giant screen at this point. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I think my issue is like maybe. Or maybe it's like, like my upright has a cover for the keys, right? So maybe it's almost like a baby grand, but it's a square or a rectangle, and it just has it's a real elegant, smooth cover for the actual physical keys. So you're using it as a desk, then open it up and you can play if you want to, and then you know what I mean. I think what I want you guys to avoid is the magic bullet of this is a giant screen and I can program that screen to be whatever I need it to be, so it can have a billion functions. Because I'm not looking for you to create giant iPads, right? Like, let's try to keep them mechanical in that way. Do you guys know what I mean? Like the difference? Okay. So any ideas you come up with that are just like straight up giant screens that then can change function, just throw those out the window. Like
that chalkboard.
that's okay because it's like it's got a hinge that's mechanical, it's moving. It's not the deepest, most cleverest idea because it's just like right. But I do like the idea of like a real elegant writing surface or desktop surface that then like can be a piano too. Because I mean, I'm always stacking stuff on my upright. So I mean, it's got we have our TVs above it, and it's a shelf of stuff on the top of the upright. So yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, I think like just keep it mechanical.
This one, I probably, I just realized that I'm gonna knock it.
Yeah, that's that. I've stayed in hotel rooms that have those. It's like the footboard for the bed has a TV in it that comes up, so you can lay in bed and it's like the TV is there. Yeah, I stayed in hotels that have that. Yeah, I mean they're expensive hotels, but okay, a rug that functions. I love it. It's Aladdin. It's Aladdin. I mean, it's hard to argue with this, right? All right, and so you got a few more you're gonna do. Okay. I like the desk piano one because who doesn't want to just have a musical break? I think this first one, the table, because that generated a lot of conversation. Those two for sure. Okay, and then pick four others, especially when you get the other ones done. Just pick four others, and that can be what you finish. Good. Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to add? Like one that jumped out at them, or no? Okay. The dryer. You need something that dries with heat and then also has a rack.
So you get those like random
Right.
articles of clothing that's like air dried.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
sweaters and all
Yep. Cashmere, things like that. What about all the stuff like my wife does this where she's got a ton of things that need to be dried on a flat surface. So like, we have a kitchen table where we tend to eat breakfast. It's a smaller table, and then we have our dining room table, which is the size of like this table. And half the time that table is covered in like sweaters and pants and stuff that she has to lay out to dry flat. And I'm always just like, this is a lot of work for stuff you wear. But then she looks great. So I don't know. Maybe the benefit or the Sam. What do you got? Yeah. Do you have yours set to? Oh, there we go. If that's you or not. Sorry, that's iPhone. Do you see mine? It'll say A and not A dash M. There we go. All right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Now just leave. And then the second one is like a chair. It's like, but like, part and then
What what are the different uses here? Chair and then what's
Chair.
oh, treadmill. I'm sorry, I missed that
Yeah.
part. Oh, that's an
Like
interesting.
that, the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How big are you thinking this is going to be?
Big, like bigger. And then small.
Maybe it's a dog treadmill.
Little, like,
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
yeah.
That's
And then one
fascinating.
you can, like, slide it
I had no idea. Okay.
up.
All right.
And then the next one is like a vent in the back. So it's a hat.
Oh sure. I yeah, I've seen these. Yeah, where the back hinges and becomes like a short table. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
One's like a chair. Bottom is up. It's like chair and
Oh.
has like the baby.
That's a nice idea. Okay.
And then the last one's just a desk. Monitor desk.
Okay. All right. Hmm. What about stuff you'd have on top of the desk? Guess you just gotta clear it off.
Yeah. You can do side.
Okay. What do you guys think? Pool table bed. What do you like about that?
Anyone who wants to cool things,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of sacrifice. Bed a little.
Right. Okay. Yeah. For all those pool and snooker enthusiasts out there.
Yeah, all those people.
My sister and her husband, they don't have any kids that live in the house, but they've got a game room essentially, and it's got a couch and a pool table, and that pool table never gets used for pool. It's like my kids go over to her house and they stay there, and they climb up onto the pool table and build their Legos on top of the pool table. You know, it becomes like an elevated play surface essentially, or a place where they sit and they watch like football games or soccer games or whatever. Um, so yeah, it is a huge time sink for sure. Then you got the whole apparatus, like if it's like a full pool table where it's super deep because it's got all the chutes and stuff for getting the balls back to where they need to go. Okay, anybody else? Anything you like? Chair treadmill. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah. Which one are you attached to, Sam? Yeah. I think this one because you wrote so many notes about it, like you've got a good explanation of what it's doing. I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you design like explain this just a little bit more. Like, so I want this to be one of yours. Okay, for sure. I think this one also, and then whatever other ones you do, the seven others that you still have to do. Um, we'll pick from there. Okay. I think those work for sure. And if you want to do this one too, whatever. But I want to see those other seven before we really kind of lay down which six you're going to do. This for sure. This has to be one of them. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get through five more people. So, Claire, what do you got? All right. If we don't get to yours today, just submit them and I'll leave you notes. Okay. I guess you're not due till Tuesday. We can also look at them in class a little bit. Okay. You're all right. Can we come back to you? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. The file's not showing up, or the airdrop's not showing up?
Airdrop.
Oh. Oh, there's your MacBook. That's your MacBook. Do you have airdrop turned on to everybody? Oh, weird. Okay. All right. Xavier. Yeah. It'll say like A-A-M. It's like AANDNANOTA. There we go. All right. What do we got?
So basically, all
Okay.
then you pull out the mirror.
Oh, nice.
Pretty simple. And as for the next one, it's sort of like a table. This one pops out, but the tables, so everything's mirror.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next one is like a small drawer set.
Mm.
That pop up.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Cool.
It's like a ottoman. It pops up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We saw a couple examples of those, I think, where they were like coffee tables, and you
Yeah.
could like pull the lid up towards the couch as a
Yeah.
work surface.
After that, sort of the same cloud safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah. That is fun.
And at the next, it's like a shelf, fold out. Chair.
Okay.
Pull out the chair first. Bring it
Okay. All right. So you have 9 done?
up. 9, yeah.
Okay.
The next 3, I'm trying to make it faster. So the first one's like a table, pull it up.
Oh, sure.
The next one starts off as a table and then 2 chairs, longer.
Gotcha.
And the last one, a leg rest, small, pulls up a lamp.
Oh, interesting. Or both. Bluetooth. Yeah. Okay. Which one are you most attached to? Which one do you like the most?
I do like the leg rest thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
And then the mirror one, straight.
Which mirror one?
Oh, the first one.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's pretty straightforward. I like that.
Yeah. And either door will pop up inside
Yeah.
or automate. Yeah.
So IKEA makes something similar to this already. Tables. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't have that side that pops up. Yeah, this. So when you said that, I was like, oh, it's this one. I have a friend that has it. And the way they keep it up is this part hinges into like a narrow cavity there, so it can come down. Yeah, there we go. Like that. So it becomes like an island, essentially. I like the idea of this part maybe coming up, right? And maybe like this hinge part that has like a extension in one of the legs that telescopes up to hold that part in place so that you could have a desk surface and like a whiteboard or something.
Right.
And it's magnetic and you can click things onto it, whatever, right? So I like it as a elaboration on this idea already, but it is really close to something that already exists. Not to say that that's bad, because a lot of us are doing like Murphy beds with shelves and stuff, right?
Yeah, the band.
That is cool. All right. So let's say like this one, the wall mirror that can then have a table that pulls out and shelves in it. I would say the vanity. This one for sure. Those are my 3 votes. Yeah. Anybody else? Anything jumped out at him? No? Okay. We got about 5 minutes. Did you get yours? Yeah? Okay. Sure. We can do these on Tuesday too as well, so. Yeah, we'll look at yours, Claire. Colin it. Okay. You don't have very many, is what you said?
Yeah, I'm so.
I only have 5.
I'm not sure whose are whose here. These yours, Claire?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first one's end table. To shelf.
Oh.
Sometimes the end tables.
So just like
have like
shoot.
little bits.
Yeah. I like that.
And they're usually like shelf spaces.
Yeah, you could have like little LED lights in them, to light it up.
Yeah. Bed, like a bed with. Essentially, there'd be an extra space under the bed.
Okay.
So when you pull it out, the bed's a little bit.
Oh.
And then it would come up kind of lay over the bed, so that the bed itself is like the seat.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then couch tent. I was thinking about like.
Yes.
They usually always build off of the couch.
Yes.
So if there's something on
Yes,
in
they
the
do.
inside that has like little like spokes or something
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
and extra like pull out space for
Yeah.
tent stuff,
That'd be great.
like adding on.
Yeah.
Like,
I did this thing where I put those adhesive hooks in the ceiling so I could tie string between them and then just drape the blankets and stuff in my kids' rooms to turn their whole rooms into like these giant tents. Yeah, they love it. It's great. I hate it.
It's just for like studio apartments where you only really have one, so part of it flips up, like of the table.
Okay.
Flips up, and so like it's like a corkboard on the side that flips up. And
Okay.
It's, of course, indented a little bit because you're flipping it up.
Right.
And it has like a little shallow area.
Okay. Okay.
And then like chair flipping rack has this problem. So usually a lot of times the chairs are like pretty thick where this is.
Yeah.
So if you have something out.
Oh, yeah.
To, like, hold it up.
So just like a drying rack, or okay. Okay. This is a super solid idea. I like that. Maybe this one, the couch tent. These are all good ideas. I would say this is the weakest one.
Yeah.
If this is a need you definitely have, then explore that more, for sure. And then we'll take a look on Tuesday when they're due. All right, Colin, we're gonna do yours on Tuesday, okay?
Yeah.
Great. And then everybody else that we didn't get to, we will also do yours on Tuesday. That was Macy, Bridget, Colin. Okay. So the rest of you, have a good weekend. Fill out the rest of your ideas. Yeah, get to your 12. If you didn't have 12 today, that's totally fine. We'll probably look at them again on Tuesday after we get comments from everybody else. Allie, Tuesday if you can. That way we can hit that deadline. So Tuesday, just have your ideas so that we can chat about them. Great. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody.